So here is the player Melly. He's laying in bed with his girlfriend at the time. It says, "Good morning for me and Shani." You see, so Melly had a ways with the women. He was smooth. Girls fell for him easily because of his street reputation and his charisma. He had the ability to attract the ladies. Melly was a player, not only in the streets, but in the bedroom. He didn't have to say much or do much to get a girl to like him, because everyone already knew who he was. Now it's known that Melly has dated Tay 600's sister, Mena. She even speaks about it herself. Now if you didn't know that 600 and Young Money are beefing with each other, same like O Block. Young Money, O Block. The Young Money BDs, they're renegade BDs, so they go after other BDs and vice versa. Now one may think, how is it that Melly is able to date Mena if she's the sister to his Opps? Because usually a female wouldn't do that. They wouldn't date the guy in the other gang, but because Melly, he has so much charisma, he pulls people to him and makes people like him. Because I've seen many comments where a lot of people like this guy, Melly. So the females like him as well. And they like his swag. It's not just all about, him being a gangster, even though he was. And that does play a part. Because if he didn't have no props, they wouldn't even deal with him. They would actually listen to their brother and leave him alone. Because they'd be like, he's a nobody. Why are you even talking to that guy? So in the beginning, when Mena started dating Melly, her brother didn't like it. But then eventually, Melly and Tay 600, her brother, had became cool. So while the war was going on with 051 and 600, while bodies was being dropped on both sides, Tay and Melly, they both was cool throughout the war. And I know that might sound strange, for two groups of people to have war, they killing each other, but yet some people are cool and they still remain friends while the war is going on. And that has something to do with the fact that Melly used to date his sister, which is Mena. Which means Tay and Melly developed a friendship, while he was dating his sister, which is what usually happens. The brother and the boyfriend of the sister, they usually start talking and becomes cool because, hey, now this guy's a part of the family. He's dating your sister. So the girls, they always liked Melly. They like his swag, his charisma, the way he moves. He's funny, he likes to crack jokes and make people laugh, but then he can be dangerous at the very same time. Now moving on, Kayla B, who was the sister of Vaughn, she dated Melly as well. And the same thing like Vaughn, he didn't like it. The fact that his sister is dating his Opps, and the Opps who've done so much damage to the BDs. And that's the reason why Vaughn hated Melly, which is why he dissed Melly in his song, saying Melly got hit in the party and started Harlem shaking. That was a very disrespectful line, which is why they still have beef with 051 to this day. Because once you diss Melly, you always want to have beef with 051 and Melly's Way. Sometimes I just sit and imagine, why would Kayla and Mena, girls like that, why would they even do that? Because that makes them look a certain kind of way for you to date the enemy of your brother. It makes it seem like you don't really have no real loyalty and love for your brother. Because that's supposed to come first, before all that gang stuff and all that nonsense that's going on in the streets. So it shows that whether or not you the Opps to a female brother, you can still get her. If you got the swag, the style, you know how to talk to them, and you a gangster in the streets. Because they like you for having a reputation already, so it's not hard for you to get with them. You just got to have some game.